16 hidden cruise tricks cruise lines are keeping quiet about on purpose. Cruise lines would never tell you this, but savvy cruisers? We talk. There's a whole world of hidden tricks, unspoken rules, and secret perks that most passengers sail right past. Some are small hacks that make your trip way smoother. Others? They'll change the way you cruise forever. Like why you should never trust the art auctions, or how to quietly get a cabin upgrade after you've already boarded. This isn't your typical cruise tips video. These are the secrets cruise insiders quietly use, and cruise lines hope you never notice. And number 16? You'll finally understand why your cabin might smell funny, even when it's not your odors. Number 1. Art auctions aren't what they seem. You know those elegant art auctions on board with free champagne and a fast-talking host praising every piece as a rare investment opportunity? Well, here's the hidden truth. These auctions are almost always run by third-party companies, not the cruise lines themselves. And when things go wrong, the cruise line typically won't take responsibility. Many cruisers have found out the hard way that their limited edition artworks weren't so limited or valuable after all. Take the case of a woman who purchased a $3,800 print during her Caribbean cruise. When she returned home and had it appraised, a local gallery estimated its real value at less than $500. She tried to get her money back, but the auction company pointed to the fine print. The cruise line? Completely hands-off. The pressure is part of the play. The free drinks, the countdown timers, the talk of appreciation and value. But seasoned cruisers say, if you see something you love, take a photo, wait until you're home, and compare prices online first. If it's still worth it, great. But don't get caught up in the theater. On a ship, even the art can be an illusion. Number 2. There's still a lot of ships that don't have man-overboard systems. This one's hard to believe, but it's true. Despite modern technology making automatic man-overboard detection possible, many cruise ships still don't have these systems installed. That means if someone falls or jumps overboard, the crew often won't know until it's far too late. Instead of high-tech sensors, they still rely on surveillance footage and eyewitness reports. But in reality, someone can go over the side without a single soul noticing for hours. And by then, the ship has traveled miles. Cruise lines say the systems are expensive or not fully reliable, but many safety experts disagree. It's a controversial topic in the industry. And sadly, there are real-life cases where people disappeared at sea, families left with no answers, no clear timeline, and no closure. If you're cruising with children, elderly parents, or someone who wanders easily, take this as a gentle warning. Always be aware of your surroundings, especially at night or on decks without rail supervision. Because despite all the luxury and security, cruise ships still have blind spots. And this is one of the biggest. Number 3. You can ask for off-menu items. This one surprises a lot of first-time cruisers. Just because it's not printed on the menu doesn't mean it's not available. In fact, cruise ship kitchens are often more flexible than you'd think. Want a side of mashed potatoes even though it's not listed tonight? Craving plain grilled chicken or a bowl of rice? Just ask. Some frequent cruisers even swear by secret menu items, like ordering a cheese plate for dessert, a club sandwich at breakfast, or even a bowl of curry from the back kitchen if the ship serves Indian cuisine elsewhere on board. If you have dietary needs or just want something simple, don't be shy. Your server might give you a surprised smile, but as long as it's reasonable, the kitchen will usually do their best to accommodate. The trick is to be polite and ask early in the meal so they have time to prepare it. You might end up with something better than what's on the menu. Number 4. Jewelry and watch sales aren't run by the cruise line. That flashy onboard jewelry boutique might look like part of the cruise line, but it's usually operated by an entirely separate retail company. And if something goes wrong, like a broken clasp, a fake stone, or buyer's regret, you might find yourself in a frustrating game of finger-pointing. Take this real example. A cruiser bought a diamond ring during a 50% off promotion on board, only to discover later that the ring wasn't worth half what she paid. When she tried to get help from the cruise line, they told her it wasn't their responsibility. The retailer? Located overseas, with slow customer service and strict refund policies. These shops often use high-pressure sales tactics, time-limited deals, and promises of duty-free savings. But the truth is, you can often find better deals and better guarantees on land. If you're truly in love with something, take a photo, note the details, and compare prices at home before deciding. Because once you walk off that ship, getting your money back becomes a lot harder. Number 5. Cruise staff are trained to subtly influence spending. You might think you're in full control of your wallet on board, but behind the scenes, cruise lines have a master plan. Many staff members, from bartenders to boutique hosts, are trained with specific upsell scripts designed to gently guide you towards spending more. And it's not just what they say, it's how the ship smells. Ever noticed a spa-like scent wafting through the halls or a warm bakery aroma near the cafe? That's not accidental. It's called scent marketing, and it's proven to increase spending by triggering emotional and sensory responses. Even the music, lighting, and layout are curated to make you linger and spend. The whole ship is a floating psychology experiment, and most passengers don't even realize it. Number 6. You can ask for second meals in the dining room. Here's a secret that took me a few cruises to learn. You're not limited to just one meal in the main dining room. If you want 2 mains, 2 appetizers, or even 2 desserts, it's totally allowed. I'll never forget the morning I ordered 2 servings of Eggs Benedict, my favorite breakfast of all time, and the waiter didn't blink. He just smiled and brought them over, both perfectly runny, just the way I like them. No extra charge, no weird looks, just great service. And that's not just breakfast. At dinner, you can try the steak and the salmon if you can't decide. Dessert dilemma? Get the chocolate cake and the cheesecake. Cruise dining is designed to feel indulgent, and the staff truly want you to enjoy it. The only unspoken rule? Don't waste food, and be kind to your servers. A polite thank you goes a long way, and sometimes leads to little extras that aren't even on the menu. Cruise ships are one of the few places where asking for more isn't awkward. It's encouraged. Number 7. Cabin prices can drop after you book, but you have to ask. Here's a sneaky little secret cruise lines won't exactly advertise. If the price of your cabin goes down after you've booked, you might be eligible for a refund, an upgrade, or onboard credit. But only if you ask. Most cruise lines won't automatically notify you. That's why savvy cruisers keep an eye on prices right up until final payment, or even after, depending on the cruise line's policy. Some folks have gotten upgraded to balcony rooms just because they noticed a price drop and made a quick call. It doesn't take much effort. Set a price alert or just check the website occasionally. The worst they can say is no. But if they say yes, that's free perks in your pocket and a better cruise experience without spending an extra cent. Number 8. Crew-only areas sometimes double as guest shortcuts. This is one of those quiet little cruise perks that most passengers never realize exists. On some ships, especially the larger or more luxurious ones, guests in suites or with VIP status are sometimes escorted through crew-only areas to skip long lines and crowds. We're talking about hidden hallways, service corridors, or unmarked stairwells that bypass the chaos during embarkation, disembarkation, or even shore excursion tendering. These routes aren't on any map, and staff won't offer them unless you're in the know or in the right cabin tier. It's like being whisked through the backstage of a show while everyone else waits out front. You feel like a total insider. And once you've experienced it, regular boarding lines just don't hit the same. Number 9. The Do Not Disturb sign can be a red flag. Believe it or not, keeping that little privacy tag on your cabin door too long can actually raise suspicions, especially on embarkation day. While most of us think Do Not Disturb means just that, cruise security sees it a little differently. Behind the scenes, there are quiet policies in place to make sure cabins remain safe and secure. If your sign stays up for hours without any sign of activity, the crew may be required to knock or even enter to check that everything's okay. It's rare, but it happens more than people realize. Too much privacy, especially on day 1, can actually make you look like you're hiding something, even when you're not. So here's the takeaway. Use the D&D sign, sure, but don't overuse it. You'll draw less attention and avoid a surprise knock from security. Number 10. You can request a behind-the-scenes tour, even if it's not advertised. This is one of those insider tricks seasoned cruisers quietly pass along. Many ships offer a secret or limited access tour that takes you behind the scenes, to places like the bridge, crew kitchens, laundry facilities, or even the engine control room. But here's the catch. It's usually not listed in the daily planner or advertised openly. Instead, it's offered quietly, often to suite guests, loyalty members, or just those savvy enough to ask early. These tours are sometimes called crew access tours or backstage ship tours, and they give you a rare look at how the ship truly operates. Want in? Just go to guest services as early in the cruise as you can and politely ask if there are any crew area or backstage tours available. You might just land yourself a spot on one of the coolest, most exclusive experiences on board. Number 11. You can eat in the main dining room for lunch on embarkation day. Most first-time cruisers head straight to the buffet as soon as they get on board, and who can blame them? It's fast, easy, and right in front of you. But what many don't know is that the main dining room is usually open too, and it's the real hidden gem. It's calmer, way less crowded, and best of all, it's full service. No trays, no lines, no buffet chaos. Just a peaceful table, real menus, and often better quality food. You can sit down, relax, and let the cruise truly begin. It's the perfect welcome aboard experience, and barely anyone knows about it. So next time, skip the buffet madness. Head to the main dining room instead, and thank yourself later. Number 12. You can trade your cabin, even after boarding. Here's something most cruisers don't realize. If there's a serious problem with your cabin, like loud engine noise, strange smells, or even uncomfortable vibration, you're not necessarily stuck with it. Head straight to guest services as soon as you notice an issue. Don't wait. If the ship isn't fully booked, there's a chance they can quietly move you to a different cabin. It's not guaranteed, and they won't announce it to the crowd, but polite, early requests often get rewarded. Whether it's a quieter hallway or a better view, speaking up early could seriously upgrade your cruise. Just remember, you have to ask. Number 13. Shore excursions often cost double what locals charge. Cruise lines love to sell you on their shore excursions. They'll tell you it's the safest, most convenient option. And sure, booking through the cruise can offer peace of mind, but what they don't tell you is that many of those same tours are actually run by local companies, and if you book directly with them, you could pay half the price. In some cases, you'll even get a smaller group or a better experience. The trick? Do your research before your cruise. Check reviews, verify pickup details, and make sure the timing lines up with your port stop. Some cruisers even print a copy of their cruise schedule and email it to the tour operator for confirmation. And don't worry, many of these local companies have been working with cruise guests for years. They know you need to be back on time. So next time you're tempted to book that pricey ship tour, just know, you might be paying double for the exact same thing. Number 14. The front of the ship is often accessible, but unmarked. There's a part of the ship with some of the best views, and hardly anyone knows it's there. On many cruise ships, you'll find unmarked doors near the bow, usually around deck 5, 7, or 8. These doors sometimes lead to quiet outdoor viewing areas right at the front of the ship. They're not always labeled, they're not on the map, and you won't hear crew talking about them. But they exist. Seasoned cruisers say it's the perfect place to catch a sunrise, film your arrival into port, or just enjoy some peaceful ocean air without the crowds. So next time you're on board, go exploring. You might just find your new favorite hidden spot. Number 15. Laundry day specials are never advertised loudly. Did you know there's often a secret discount laundry deal on cruises? Most ships offer a one-day-only laundry bag special, where you can fill an entire bag with clothes for a flat, reduced price. It's usually about half of what you'd pay using the regular per-item laundry rates. The catch? It's almost never announced. You won't find it in the daily planner, and your cabin TV won't mention it either. The only way to know it's coming is to ask your room steward early in the cruise. If they know when it's scheduled, they'll usually give you a heads up so you can plan around it. It's one of the easiest ways to stay fresh on a longer cruise without blowing your budget on laundry fees. Before I get to the last and final one, if you've learned something new in this video, please take a second to like and subscribe. It really helps more than you know. And if you made it this far, you're officially a legend. Type cruise for you in the comments so I can personally thank you for watching and choosing my channel for your cruise tips and tricks. I'm always trying to pack in as much helpful info as possible because I know how much smoother and more enjoyable a cruise can be when you're prepared. Now, let's get to the final one. And it's one most people don't even realize is happening right under their nose. Number 16. Cabin air vents are often shared between rooms. Ever walked into your cabin and thought, what is that smell? Maybe it's garlic shrimp, heavy perfume, or something you'd rather not guess. But here's the secret most cruisers don't know. Your cabin vents might be connected to the room next door, or even a few doors down. That means the weird odor you're smelling might not be yours at all. It could be drifting through shared ventilation from another guest's dinner, laundry spray, or late-night snack run. And on rare occasions, if someone's smoking something they shouldn't or using heavy cologne, the smell can make its way to you. It's not your fault, and you're not imagining things. If this happens, go straight to guest services or call housekeeping. In some cases, if there's a known issue or a vacant cabin nearby, they might quietly offer to move you, especially if you ask early and politely. So next time your room smells off, don't assume it's your socks. It might just be your neighbor's midnight curry. Before you go, there are some embarrassing cruise ship mistakes that cruisers keep making again and again. Tap the video on your screen now to make sure you're not unknowingly doing any of them. See you in the next one, and happy cruising!